When students come to the farm school, they enter a community, and it's a genuine community of students and adults who work together. Some of them live together, they study together, they solve problems together. Montessori is a hands-on approach, which at the adolescent level means you are hands-on in solving real problems in a real community. We will offer lots of academic opportunity, but the approach is to make it meaningful. So when a student takes on a project here, they're taking on a project like taking care of the wastewater treatment system and the pond that's associated with it, because the community needs that to be done.
I look at the farm and I see a mini world. This school doesn't just teach you about the basic rules of physics or teach you about dissecting a cell or different things like that. It teaches you how to live in a community, and so it's preparing you for life after this.
In the mornings, students are in what we call formal lessons because they're scheduled for mathematics, foreign language, and other workshops like grammar and writing. So they're all very busy and focused in small group lessons.
My favorite schoolwork is the sciences, like chemistry and biology, and I really like my algebra class too.
I love maths, science, biology, geometry, algebra 2, and also just any of my humanities work, which is an integration between history, geography, and anthropology on one specific time and place.
Students are all involved in multidisciplinary projects. If you come on an afternoon, you might see a group out in the barn repairing stalls and getting new pivots. Or you might see a group out in the woods measuring trees and getting wood management data on the density of our maple forest. You might see the biology group doing lab experiments in the classroom or working in the bioshelter where they are doing plant experiments or aquaponics or hydroponics experiments. You will see students on 100 acres of this property many times a day and many times during the week, because the classroom is really just an inside workspace. The classroom here is actually as large as the property.
I really like the variety of choices that we have at the farm school. We have choices such as hiking, ultimate frisbee, basketball, and horseback riding for the physical expressions, and dance, drama, and different forms of art like watercolor and photography for the creative expressions. And we actually end up getting to do work that we want to do instead of work that's just assigned to us. It's a nice balance of both.
The Montessori teacher will track each individual child's progress to ensure that the child has a balance of information and a balance of following their own interests, but also ensuring that they have accomplished the rest of the objectives that are appropriate for that age.
Adolescents work best when adults are standing right beside them, offering them the necessary guidance as it is needed, lovingly, but challenging them, and then as they gain independence, dropping back and letting them go on their own.
I think of the teachers at the farm like an extra peer with sort of guiding abilities to try and put you on the right track and, give you a little advice here and there.
I think when you're talking about adolescence, the social development is probably the #1 thing you need to address. And so they will work on just about anything in a social context, whether it's cleaning the barn, whether it's making maple syrup, whether it's cooking in the kitchen, whether it's doing academic work. It's all about the social nature.
Well, the students really do depend on each other. We have students that work in the kitchen and cook meals for all of the students here. And we have students that work on the farm to keep the farm clean and keep the farm running well. And we have students that work in the wood shop to keep microeconomy flowing, because we have a microeconomy fund which we use to purchase things around the farm and food for the animals.
It all comes down to you are contributing to the community for the benefits of yourself and other people.
What we're forming developmentally in adolescents are citizens of the world. It is their developmental task between 12 and 15 to begin to enter society and operate at the social level. If we're not offering them a real opportunity to know what it means to be a person of society, we can't be educating citizens.
I think Hershey really encouraged my children to be who they were meant to be. It helped them develop their individual talents, to develop their individual gifts, and then to use those gifts and talents for the betterment not only of our family and of ourselves, but also their community.
I would strongly encourage anybody to come to the farm school because it is fun and it is just a really good experience.
This school would be good for you, or this school would be fantastic for you. I mean, you can't go wrong coming here, but you could definitely go great.